Hello, and today I'm doing a top 5 of my all-time favourite games. Some of these are fairly old, but they're still my favourites after all this time. So at number 5 we are starting with Tomb Raider Reborn. I love the graphics of this game. It was just such a fun game. I was always on the edge of my seat playing it. It wasn't too easy, but at the same time it wasn't too hard. And there was just so much action. There was always something going on and always something you had to do. I thought the storyline was a little bit lacking and the ending was a little weird for me, but it was still a good game overall. The gameplay was great. I love the fact that they used a younger Lara. It was nice to see her developing into her new character, but I thought it was a bit rushed how at one minute she was completely scared of killing anyone and the next minute she was just murdering everyone. I liked how you could explore the whole map, and even after the game you could keep exploring to find everything you wanted to find and get 100% gameplay. The map had lots of secret areas as well, so it was really fun to explore. One thing I thought they could have improved on is character design, because the enemies are quite boring looking. But I thought it was a great game and I really enjoyed it. At number 4 we have Telltale Games The Walking Dead. Now this includes season 1 and 2, I thought they were both great. I love games where your decisions affect the outcome of the entire game, and this was definitely a great game for that. I love the art design for it. And Telltale really have a way of tugging on your emotions. I've never played a game where some of the choices are so difficult I've actually had to pause the game and think about it. Also, zombies are always a plus. Now this is a game, it's not so much fun actually playing it, but more just watching it. Every time I watched a playthrough of this, I just couldn't wait for the next episode to come out. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat, and you just have no idea what's going to happen next. The games are a lot like Game of Thrones in that you have no idea who could die next. I think they have really great character development, and that helps you feel emotions for the characters. And the storylines are just amazing. I wouldn't really call this a game, more of like a movie, but it's an interactive movie. So if you're looking for a game with a lot of action and a lot of involvement, this probably isn't for you. But if you want quite a chilled out game where you don't have to put a lot of effort into it, this is the game for you, and it's just full of suspense at every single corner. I think this is the game I've cried at the most. Telltale just have no limit. In the game you can even kill a dog, and who does that? Who puts a dying dog in their game? It's just an automatic way to get people to cry. So this is a game I would really recommend. It comes out about every 2 or so months, but it's not really very well planned or organised, so you don't really know when it's going to come out. Season 2 is out right now and it's on episode 1 at the minute, but episode 2 should be released soon. This game is normally released first on Steam, and then normally after that it's released on Xbox and PS3 or whatever. So it's best to buy it on Steam. So at number 3 we have an old favourite of mine, and it is Unreal Tournament. This includes Unreal Tournament 2003 and the Game of the Year edition, which came out in '99 I think. God knows how many hours I've wasted on this game, but it has been so much fun. I really wish they'd release a new game because it's been so long now. The game just had so much variety and the weapons were amazing. Now the graphics were good at the time, but now they're just pretty terrible. The game had modes like Capture the Flag, 1 vs 1, Team vs Team, all the generic modes. But there were also special modes where you could fly around on giant rockets. It was so much fun. On Unreal Tournament 2003 there were also modes where you would get chased around by monsters. It was called Invasion, and you'd have to destroy all the waves of monsters to get to the next round. But some of the maps also involved jumping puzzles, and if you got to the top you would get an amazing item that could just basically kill everything in one strike. I have such fond memories of this game, like lying to everyone about my age so I could join clans. I'm not sure if anyone still plays this game or if you can get hold of it still. So we're getting close to number 1 now, and at number 2 we have Left 4 Dead 2. I played this game for so long, I must have redone the campaign so many times, maybe like 5 to 10 times. Although the graphics may not be great, I thought all the special zombie designs were absolutely amazing. They actually put time into designing the zombies instead of repeating the same design over and over again. The maps are really well thought out, so there were perfect spots where you could just get completely owned by the special zombies. It's such a fun team game to play. There are even special online modes like Versus, where you can play as the monsters and try and kill the enemy team. My favourite part of this game has to be when you're in the shopping centre and you have to throw all the petrol canisters down to the ground so it can be filled up into the car to get away. While this game doesn't take itself too seriously, there are quite scary moments in it. When the music comes on that tells you a tank is coming, you are absolutely just going to shit yourself. The same goes for witches as well. There's just nothing you can do if one of them is coming at you. This is a game, even though it's been released for quite a while, I can still go back and play it and have loads of fun. I love the stupid one-liners the characters get as well, that builds a bit of personality. And I also love the little special items you can get, like the boomer bow that does special stuff to the zombies and your character. The only bad thing is that the community on Steam for this game is quite bad. But other than that, I think it's a great game to play with friends. It just never gets old really, and the campaign's just the right length. This is just one of those zombie games that sets itself out from the rest, which is really hard to do with zombie games at the minute because pretty much everything has been done with them and they're a bit generic now. So finally at number 1 we have Fable 2. Now I couldn't get any video footage of this game, so I'm just using some still images instead. Now this game may be a bit of a controversial favourite because quite a few people I talked to didn't enjoy it very much. I just thought this game was absolutely beautiful. The storyline was great, there are even the added customization extras which I really love. This game nailed it with combat, which was really fun because you could change it up so much. And again, it's just a game that doesn't take itself very seriously. I love the fact that you have a little companion dog and you can change that up. The character design was just amazing for the enemies as well. They managed to make the characters look scary while still enchanting at the same time. I also love that your decisions change whether you turn evil or nice. I also thought the ending was great. I spent so much time thinking about which choice I was going to make, and in the end I just chose all of them. I had to replay the game at least 3 times to choose all of them. But every time I think I would choose the dog in the end. But eventually the dog would end up pissing me off because it would just bark at nothing. But this is the game I absolutely love, and even after I completed it I would still go back and do little random missions or go and do little jobs and buy all of the houses and everything and shops. There was just so much content, but I wish they would have made it a bit longer as well. So that's my top 5 games of all time. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye!